Hi, this is Chrystal Schoenbrun with the Pacific Home Group, real estate consultants and realtor team specializing in the Southern California area. And today I'm going to go over with you the advantages of renting versus buying. So let's get to it. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel where we have lots of great tips and tricks for buyers, sellers, and investors, property tours, and lifestyle videos. So let's get to it. So I'm going to go over with you today the advantages to buying a home versus renting a home. And there's actually a couple of advantages to both. But first I'm going to start with buying a home. And one of the biggest advantages is honestly that you're not going to have a landlord anymore. And with no landlord comes no more rent increases. Especially in our real estate market right now, the rental market in California, we're seeing at the end of every lease that most tenants are seeing a pretty sizable rent increase every single year. And what's beautiful about buying a home is you get a little more stability and you don't have to pay an increased amount every year, especially if you end up on a fixed rate mortgage. You know that you can have the same payment year after year after year. So that's a huge advantage to buying a home. The other side of it is with no landlord is you're not going to have as many restrictions, not as many rules on you, unless you're in an HOA, which has a few. But it's definitely a different scenario when you don't have a landlord. The next thing is that you do have more of a sense of stability. A landlord or an owner of a home can not only raise your rent, but they can put the property up for sale at any time. And what that does is it'll uproot you when maybe you thought you were going to be staying somewhere for a long time. Maybe your kids are established in a school district, have friends already. It puts you kind of in a tough position. So what's beautiful about buying is you get that stability of knowing that you don't have to leave unless it's on your terms. The next thing about buying a home that's awesome is you're building equity. Property tends to go up in value. So if you've owned a home for a long time, you get more and more equity. And what's nice about that is you almost have money stored up in case of emergencies or in case you want to upgrade your home. There's that equity there. You want to send a kid to college. You have that kind of as a store for in case of emergencies. Whereas if you rented a home, you wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have any money saved up that way. Now, as far as the other side of the spectrum, what are the benefits to renting? One thing is the flexibility of renting a home. You're not tied to one place. So if you like to travel or if your job moves around quite a bit, renting might be a better option because you aren't tied down and you can move around whenever you want, which is pretty cool. The other thing is you have someone else paying for all the repairs and all the maintenance versus when you buy a home. So right now, if you live like in an apartment or if you have a landlord, if something breaks, you can call them, they send someone out, they fix it. When you own a home, that's all on you. So if something breaks, it is your responsibility. If there are some repairs or maintenance that required, that is on you. One more thing that was actually, I forgot to include as a plus for buying a home is you actually can customize a home. You can design it the way you want, change the color of the walls, do anything inside the house. And that's something you can't do with a rental. So that would have been one other advantage I had to buying a home. So if you have any other questions about buying versus renting, put them below. Reach out to us anytime. We're always happy to give advice. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already to our channel. We have lots of great other tips for buyers and sellers and lots of great home property tours. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.